this is where it starts to get different. So the Detroit Lions are going to travel to Northwest Stadium to take on the Washington Commanders on November 9th. It is an afternoon game right now, slated at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time. This is the revenge tour. This is where it begins for the Detroit Lions. This is where we have to start to clean up whatever we've done wrong in the first half of the season. It has to go right in this game, because the next week, it doesn't get any easier. And for the Detroit Lions to have a chance and not just making the playoffs, but making a deep run and ending up as a 1 or a 2 seed this season, it starts week 10. The Lions must be 6-2 at this point, and this game is going to end up at no less than 7-3. I have a win for the Detroit Lions here against the Commanders in week 10. Corey, you don't know this, but last year I said that Jaden Daniels was going to be the number 1 quarterback coming out of the draft, and I also said he was going to have a really good season. He did a lot more than what anybody else expected other than me. So here we are, the Washington Commanders completely wiped the floor with us, and I bet we learned a lot about the RPO, and I bet we learned a lot about what not to do.
Your take on Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams was my take on C.J. Stroud over Bryce Young the year before. And I'm all about, picking my horse and running with it. I think Jaden Daniels is the real deal. I loved hearing about his alternative ways of virtual reality training. I think that's the next wave of getting better, right? And just putting yourself in those situations, even when you can't rep real life situations. And so, it'll be interesting to see if Jaden Daniels can repeat if he does have a CJ Stroud year number 2, which wasn't as good as his rookie year. I think that's something that to say for the testament of NFL DCs. They are pretty good at figuring out what you do well and what you might not do well, and making sure that their defense can capitalize on those second things. So I think it'll be a great game. It'll be interesting being at their place, and it's a little bit of revenge, I think, for the Lions to go in there and take care of business, start the second half of their season on a winning note, and